Hello, Scorpio. We're going to have a look and see what kind of energy is coming up for you this month. Sun, moon, or rising, it does not matter. Feel free to check all or any of them out. If you're unaware of what each aspect, sun, moon, and rising, governs in your personal life, I have a brief description down in the description box. You can have a look at that to decide if that's an area you want to look at. I do recommend looking at all three, but it's entirely up to you. All right. What do my beautiful Scorpios need to know for the month of January? We're going to look at where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. Earn. Okay. Ooh. It says loss, death, forfeiture, grief, closed up, bereaved, breakup, poverty, collapse, dispossess, remove, dismantle, deprive, absence, change of state, setback, it's over and done. Oof. Okay, there's Cancerian energy here too, so there could be something connected to home, where there's some grief, bereavement, literal or more metaphorical, where we're having to let something or someone go. We've also got the number 5 there. That makes me think of the 5th house, which would be Leo energy, fire energy, heart, something with connected to heart, strength as well. This does not have to be literal. I suppose it definitely could be for some of you, but this could be more metaphorical, and it likely is going to be for more of you, where we're having to let go of something that maybe we've put time, effort, and energy into, or someone, a situation. Maybe we make a choice to disconnect from our families because we know that it's not good for our mental and emotional health or well-being. That's hard. But it also could just be connected to some of these more subtle energies of setbacks, right? And needing to regroup a little bit. But we're definitely going to need to pull some more cards here to see what is connecting to this ending of sorts, because in a nutshell, that's essentially what this is talking about. There's some sort of ending coming in, and it is going to feel heavy. It's going to be hard. Even when we know an ending is what's best for us, it's still hard to let go of what's been, because we were comfortable there. We knew that energy, even if it was hard. Let's have a look and see. Let's pull some more tarot cards here. And my beautiful Scorpios need to know or see where have things been for them. Okay, the Hierophant in the past. So something that might have felt stable, or like you had a structure with it, or maybe almost where it felt like you had to conform too much. If there's a negative side to this, and there could be with this energy showing up here, this is where you've been, either in some sort of conforming, restrictive energy where there was a lot of structure and discipline, but maybe you weren't resonating with it, or conversely, you felt this energy in a positive light, structured, disciplined, like you're moving in the right direction. Yeah, we've got 8 of Wands in reverse, something slowing down, passion kind of being probably quelled a little bit here, dimmed, something that has come in that's caused this to, any forward momentum to have stopped or to become stagnant in some kind of way. This could be in love, this could be with connection, this could be with all kinds of different things. Either way, we're not moving too quickly right now. Things have slowed, or maybe even for some of you have come to a bit of a standstill. Yeah, Temperance, and we're a little out of balance. We're a little out of sorts. So we're definitely moving into some difficulty here. We're having to grapple and deal with endings, ending off a cycle, a literal ending, a metaphorical endings. And that is difficult. And we're having a hard time finding our footing with this, finding our balance again, passion as well, I think here, feeling not stable, or like there's that structure that we desire or crave. And, I keep being pulled to the symbol for Cancer up there. So it's something emotional, something to do with family. Right. And because we've got fire energy there too, we've got fire energy here in reverse. And we've got Leo, 5th house energy. It's heart centered, right? I keep back to heart, Leo the lion. Something that hurts our heart or has been heavy for our heart. losing that feeling of strength that we normally have as the Scorpios do. Usually have a lot of strength here. Okay, let's pull some more cards here. It might be January ends up being the month for a lot of my Scorpios to find themselves again, to find their center, to bring themselves back into balance, to move through some healing work, or do some healing work rather. We've got Black Panther energy and passion. Follow your passion. I think that we started to here for a lot of my Scorpios. I think this was something that was happening. We might have even been feeling really good about, like we were building something solid around it, you know, in a slow, methodical kind of way, being very studious. And we want to get back here. We definitely want to get back here. Something about Black Cat, that panther. So random. But there's something about black cats that I'm thinking about for you guys. Almost like they could act as like a spirit guide or something for you guys this month. Something to pay attention to if you notice black cats around you, whether online, on TV, in real life. I feel like they're going to be little messengers, spirit coming, sent by spirit. Jeez, can't talk. Follow your passion. Okay, we've got bear and boundaries, stand your ground. Yes, I think some of you are going to make a hard emotional decision to disconnect from a group, a family situation, a dynamic that you're just recognizing, this is not helping me, this is hindering me. I'm getting wrapped up in everyone's stuff. This is hurtful. This is going to be hard, but I'm recognizing I might need to do that. And there is bereavement with that. There is grieving. Even when we choose it, it's still difficult. I do think that's going to be a thing for some of you. And you need to give yourself some grace as you navigate and move through this. I think spiritual messengers are going to be coming through to guide you through it as well. Now, that's not going to resonate for all of these. Boundaries could be in friend groups. They could be with coworkers. Either way, you're meant to stand strong stand your ground around something that you're doing, wanting, creating. There's imbalance here right now. There's some difficulty and turbulence. Something needs to be put to bed and ended off, but you are not meant to let go of this thing entirely, especially with follow your passion here. Especially if this is connecting to something that you're trying to build, create, or do. You've definitely got both sides of the coin of dealing with connections, family, emotional things, as well as passion projects, you know, career type things as well. Both going on for you guys. Yeah, we've got the Hermit in reverse. Nine of Swords. Yeah, needing to rest. That's mental break. You need to take a mental break. You need to give yourself grace. You need to heal. And you know, with the Hermit in reverse, this would be a time where it's okay to go into hermit mode. And I feel like maybe you guys are still pushing, doing, trying to keep on keeping on. And I feel like there's a bit of a message there that it's okay to turtle up a little bit here and to hermit up and give yourself over to a much needed mental break and rest, because I think you're going to be getting prepared for something new to come in where there's going to be work, passion ignited. You know, quite literally, and I don't say this to scare anybody, but maybe some of you are aware, maybe you have an elder in your family and you're close to them, but they're not doing well, and there's some sort of a message like if you've had that niggler feeling or gut instinct that, you know, maybe they're coming into a time where they can pass on to the next world. You might be right about that, and this is just a bit of a heads up. It's going to be different for all of you. Look at this, Two of Cups in the center. An emotional fulfillment coming in, a new emotional balance is going to be brought available to you. Now, whether this is in romantic partnership or just connections that we have to, you know, kindred spirits and soul family members, this is where we want to get to, and I think it's going to be brought in for you. There's going to be availability to have this energy, but we need to heal something out first. We need to grieve. We need to let go. Now we've got another rest energy. Look, Scorpio, we've got 9 of Swords here, and there's a little owl there that I'm also noticing. How did I even notice that? There's a little owl there. That's wisdom. That's the death. Owls connect to death and rebirth, right? The ending of something. You know, I'm almost feeling like the Nine of Swords is you're having a hard time letting go of something that you know you should, or someone that you know you should. This is general, so it's going to be different for all of you. I definitely get the sense that some of you might actually go through an actual literal loss with like an elder or a grandparent, something like that. But for others, it's that metaphorical ending that you're having a hard time allowing to happen for fear of that, or because it means showing up completely differently, or, you know, having to face the fact that some of the people, family members, friends that you've surrounded yourself with aren't the best for you. That's all difficult. You need to really allow this to happen for ourselves, or at the very least, connect to ourselves, our emotional center, our heart, to see how to move through this. Because we've got 4 of Swords now, right? Needing to take a break, needing to rest, needing to relax our mind, mentally being overstimulated and imbalanced, which we see up here as well. And then we've got King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like some sort of disappointment here. Something that wasn't so stable, that Hierophant energy where it was and then it wasn't. Maybe money was lost, or some sort of position, or there was just some frustration with somebody with masculine energy, or an actual male in your life. Disappointment of sorts. Yeah, just having been frustrating. Having been really frustrating. I also think it's just letting you know that now is not the time to keep pushing, to keep trying to make something happen. We need to give ourselves over to rest and respite. We need to get sorted mentally and emotionally. So while you might be more comfortable moving like this in your life, in that King of Pentacles energy, January is not necessarily offering that till the end. It wants to see you moving through some healing energy, letting go, making space, finding peace within, so that you can change and transition from one way and one group for some of you to another. Yeah, look what's on the bottom. 3 of Swords, some heartbreak here. Definitely this is, some of you have been hurt or are dealing with pain, betrayal, disconnect in a connection, recognizing you might need to walk away from a romantic partnership, a best friend, a family member. There's so much going on here with your reading. You need to make peace with this. You need to give yourself time to heal, to sort yourself out, to get grounded again, to find your balance. But I can't help but want to harp a little bit on, because of what it means for what's coming in like February, March, perhaps. There's something coming in that you are not meant to let go of, that you are not meant to stand down from, or lower your shield from, that's worth fighting for. It's funny though, because it doesn't feel like it's a person for you guys, or even like a group of people. It feels like a thing that you're trying to do, something that you're passionate about, something that you're meant to keep building on. But I feel like January is offering you the opportunity to take a break from hard work and trying to make things happen, and giving yourself grace to heal, to move through the grief that you're feeling, any betrayal that you've dealt with, any hardship that you've been dealing with with people and connections in general that have just been overbearing and too much for you. All right. Sorry about this shuffling, guys. I have to be careful with it. Otherwise, cards fly everywhere. Pleasure with a close friend. So this is where we're going with this energy. We've got some loyal energy showing up for you, which I love to see, because some of this looks quite heavy and hard up here when it comes to people. Victory in some endeavor. Love it. Some loyalty that's going to be shipped your way, victory coming up. And I definitely think it's connected to this follow your passion and stand your ground. Oof. Fear, worries, and tense situations. Okay. So we're not quite out of the woods yet. And I do feel like it has something to do with you having a hard time disconnecting from someone, something. So just looking at what that is, These tense situations, I feel like they can be overcome quite quickly if you understand them completely and yourself and the way you show up in them, if that makes sense. I also get that energy of you don't have to engage in all the things that come up, all the drama. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And you know what? There it is. It tends to, I feel like there might be somebody that you're surrounded by who's just so set in their ways. And it almost feels like there's no use in trying to change this about them. They are who they are, and they're only going to change if they want to. We're not in control of anyone but ourselves. As much as we might like to think we can be, or how helpful we try to be, it's entirely up to them if they want to shift or change. So just keep that in mind. There's this stubborn person around you. You're meant to stand your ground on something, not let go of something. But also, it's just a heads up to not try to change someone's frame of mind, thoughts, or beliefs, because you're just going to feel like you're banging your head against the wall, essentially. It's not worth your time or energy, especially when you've got pleasure coming in with a close friend and some victory in some endeavor. Look what's on the bottom. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. That's the thing that I feel for you guys. We are going through some emotional turmoil, letting go, loss, bereavement, making hard decisions around people, connections, romantic partners. We're navigating that. We're trying to heal through it. We're trying to come out the other side and find our balance and our center again, because it's bringing in this energy of passion projects, something that you're meant to do, give your time and energy towards. And it's going to lead to prosperity of some sort. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yes, but we have to navigate our heart energy too, and what we're dealing with emotionally before we can get ourselves to that point of comfort and reigniting our passion again, right? Because presently it's here. It's in native ones. It's not really moving. It's not feeling very ignited because we're dealing with harder, heavier things. Scorpio, of all the water signs, and this is not a dig at the other water signs. I'm a Cancer rising, so I have a lot of water in my chart. I feel like you guys can rise to most occasions, find your strength again, find your bearings, even if your emotional things knock you off a bit. I always see you guys as so strong and like capable of figuring it out, and you will. I really feel like you will. You'll come out the other side. Okay, we've got 1919 or ones and nines, new beginnings and endings, right? Ones are new beginnings and nines are connected to endings. And it says gratitude, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. Ooh, one thing ends to make room for something new, Scorpio. The ending, I'm not going to lie to any of you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. It's not comfortable, this ending. It's frustrating. It's hard. It hurts a little. It's emotionally draining. But look what's on the other side of these endings. It's beautiful new beginnings. More connected to your soul, to your passion, to your purpose. This might even be somebody who ends up being interested in a lot of the things that you're interested in too. And so there's a lot of soul connection there as well. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. I love this for you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Funny, I just looked up at my timer and it was 19 seconds. So I think 19 is going to be really important for you guys to pay attention to the number 19. Maybe even something starts to shift for you on the 19th of January or the 19th of a month. Stay in gratitude as much as you can. Please give yourself over to this healing. I feel like nothing will pass you by allowing yourself time to get sorted, by giving yourself grace to move through heavy emotions and grief, no matter what this pertains to, because you are meant to get fortified for what's coming moving forward. New people, new passion projects, something very heart-centered and connected to your soul and your purpose, whether it's a person or a project. I think it's going to be both for a lot of you. But either way, I will leave that there. I hope all my beautiful Scorpios have a fantastic month. Take care, guys.